Hi guys, welcome to my video. Today we're gonna react again. Part 4.
At least I wore a costume. Sup, kid? You forget this was a costume party?
No, this is my costume. I myself, but on a genocide run. Thought it would be scary. Say costume, Chris.
I don't get it.
The true lab when fighting Memory Head, if you
We already know. Whoa. Nah.
Did you know that in Undertale, if you kill Toriel and go back to sleep, some dialogue from Asgore will play, and when you wake up, a creepy slowed-down version of Toriel's theme will play, called Empty House. Did you know that in Undertale, if you...
What the heck? Ew. Snap.
well,
Oh, I forgot. This is it. Nah, this again.
Sans, I was playing hide and seek with a human and I think I lost them, Sans.
Whoa, chill, bro. I'll help you look.
Oh gosh.
What? Holy shit.
Sans, I was playing hide and seek with a human and I think I...
Acá todo día. Wow.
Let's go gambling. Oh dang it. Oh dang it. Oh dang it. Oh dang it. Oh dang it.
What the heck?
Oh dang it. 2. Let's go gambling.
Let's go gambling. Chat? Wait. That's a chat book? What is that? Fight to flee? No. Oh.
Can't see what can't you? Is your soul sinner? Can't see what can't you? God. Robot.
What the heck?
Bullets. Work. Chara.
Run away like VHS sounds. No. Woods ending. The woods ending. I'll just hold on. You know there's colors, right? Mega. Whoa, that's cool. No. Please. You can float, right? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Blur. Or that for determination. Okay, sorry guys. My gosh. If you try to talk with the frog, it's not gonna work. Told ya. Ah! What the hell is happening? What? Hell is just happening? What the freak? Croak, croak. Bro, this is gonna be... Meow! What the heck? Why? If you are a frog, then meow meow? What? I think it's not a genocide round. What is it called again? Passive. Fight. Huh? What? Guys, you already know. I already comment on this.
Try now.
Do you see this? Wow, 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 wow.
I just got exposed live on stream. You see, I decided to play Undertale for the first time. And because my chat thinks I'm a good person, they thought I could easily beat the game doing a pacifist run. Meaning, I had to finish the game without killing anyone. Things were going well. I was literally rizzing up all the enemies I could. But the only issue was this one NPC, Undyne. Every time she would show up, she would just get on my nerves. Then, after about 4 hours into my adventure, I was finally able to face her in battle. But it was extremely frustrating. I had to beat all these mini games, and I just kept losing and losing until after a whole hour, I finally did it. But I was bitter. So when the game finally offered me a chance to save her and be a true pacifist, I knew exactly what I had to do. I could this person water, or I could walk off and drink it myself, motherfucker. Later, bitch. I just got exposed live.
What the heck?
You see?
Ban. You shattered the game. You know?
How was the fall? If you wanna look
One shot.
give us a call.
Huh? They are the same bones. We don't know what is that one until you see it.
Max still misses me, but her aim is getting better.
The horror category of Undertale media has gained a lot of traction recently, and I want to see what the hype is about. So we're going to cover literally referring to kids fell literally referring to the 7 kids that fell. The day that the had of Mount Ever, the story begins as normal introduction of the mountain.
Is this real?
Nothing feels was off. The text is shown, and for the past few years, 7 people have been reported missing on Mount Everest, clearly referring to the 7 kids that fell. The date that the 7th human fell was on September 15th, and the year for some reason is blurred out. Does it have any significance? Nah, not really. The tape tells us that people think that the worst outcome is that the kids fell through the hole and they died. But something uncanny and interesting is shown. The tape plays the regular Undertale game intro where it tells you about the history between humans and monsters. Long ago, 2 races ruled the earth, humans and monsters. The war broke out and humans won, banishing them to the underground.
Now, what is this
Cheers,
analog
mate. Appreciate
stuff?
it. I was to something terrifying, contradictory to its actual original source material, but that's the actual uniqueness to it. Definitely Oranges, who also covered this analog series, said that Undertale has one of the greatest potentials to produce good horror media. But anyways, enough ranting. Let's actually continue with the series. Now we move on to the second episode titled Investigation. As the video begins, it says that the tape is for use by the members of any information
What the
given in the
frick?
tape is strictly confidential, and anyone who shares this that are unauthorized to do so is strictly prohibited. It seems like whatever organization is recording these tapes, whether governmental or not, is trying to hide this from the public. But why? Not revealing things to the public could lead to many implications, such as, for example, the tape could cause a disturbance in the local area. It could lead to civil wars, or it could possibly lead to a protest. Or maybe they're just trying to cover a dark secret. I don't know. Anyways, we get introduced to 2 characters, Officer Connor and Scott. The police department, after the week of the disappearance of the fallen humans, were basically sent to investigate what's going on, and they were also accompanied by cave divers. The names of the cave divers are Scott and Jeffrey. Now, Scott is the one that speaks to Officer Connor when they basically try to communicate and monitor the progress, while the cave divers are trying to search for the kids. Now, before these young chaps went down the hole, they were given equipment to record, document, and analyze the environment, so that the police officers could basically watch through the cameras and see what basically the cave divers are seeing. And then the video
The
goes to classic
patient
analog
with-
conversation part, where 2 images of
Then
the characters
why
basically told
are
and
they
the audio sound
colorful?
Genuinely, that sounds like an MP3 of a diarrhea. Officer Connor and Scott communicate frequently while the investigation in the underground took place. Jeffrey's also there, but he rarely gets any screen time, so free up on boy Jeffrey, I guess. Thank God for the subtitles. Scott then reports to Officer Connor that there's more than just flowers and empty spaces. So Scott and Jeffrey explore further into the environment, and they send creepy images of the ruins, devoid of life and character. The nice mysterious feeling and the vibe it got in the actual original game is gone. Scott is a bit worried about the monsters being alive and dwelling in the ruins, and Officer Connor basically
Is it
thinks that
real or
yeah,
what?
it's possible they're still down there.
Let's check the comment.
Yeah, I know for a fact Scott was looking like this when he heard that. As more pictures were taken of the ruins, there's still, again, no sign of life. There are no froggets, there are no common enemies that you usually encounter. I have the same feeling when looking at these pictures when I'm looking at the back picture, for example. Because both environments are meant to have life and are meant to basically have character, but they're devoid of it. Also, where the fuck is Flowey? When Scott and Connor both realize that the underground is literally a whole city,
This
Connor suggests
is
to go
just-
back and bring more people down there. But for some reason, Scott just rejects that idea, and you can guess what happens after. Scott and Jeffrey both enter Toriel's house, and the picture is really upsetting. Officer Connor had a bad feeling about them entering the house, but they still do it.
Is this freaking real? Dun, 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 dun. Please, just Earth. Nah.
Toriel attacks them, and it's clear as day that she's alive down there. Officer Connor, in panic, asks what's going on, and Scott confirms that Jeffrey's dead. When Scott says that it's eating Jeffrey, it's kind of terrifying to think that Toriel would even consume a human like that. Unfortunately for Scott, he got lost deeper in the ruins, and as he panicked more, things became more blurry. He ended up in holes that he's never seen before,
Oh,
and
no.
everything became
We
more
need
confusing
to
to him. As
throw
he
my
panicked
bag.
more, Toriel unfortunately found him, and unfortunately he shared the same fate as Jeffrey.
Sorry guys, I need to blur it.
about a man begging for his life is really unsettling, and something about Toriel, the most kind and gentle-spirited character in Undertale, being the cause of their death is even more unsettling. The original source material is very contradictory to this analog AU, but that's the scary part. Toriel, the one who can't even hurt a fly, can't even kill Frisk, is now bloodthirsty and causing carnage. In the original game, if you're really low on HP while fighting Toriel, she can't bring herself to keep on attacking you. That's why she purposely misses and tries to avoid you. But in this AU, she has no mercy. Also, RIP Jeffrey, bro,
What?
nothing wrong. But it's safe to say that Toriel was the one who killed them. I mean, who else would do it? What, a fucking frogget? Before Scott and Jeffrey die, they capture the final moments, and we see the pillars and the room they were running to. But we also see what attacked them.
What the hell is that?
Those are eyes of Toriel. Got you again, pussy. The third episode we will look at is Through the Forest, but just to clarify, I'm going by the playlist, so I don't know if this is canon or not. Oh wait, it isn't canon, but I'll cover it anyway. The tape begins with Frisk asking if the camera is working. Oh, it does, thank goodness. Anyways, hello whoever you are. I highly doubt someone will ever find this. My name is Frisk, and I'm the 7th person who's missing on Mount Ebert. Wait, I thought Frisk was the 8th person that
Huh?
They show the camera little sketches they made of themselves in Toriel, which clearly belongs to the art museum, mate, if you ask me. Frisk later in the tape talks about how they met Toriel and barely escaped her, and I think Frisk was being chased by Sans, or whoever the fuck this is. Bro, I don't know. Tell me in the comments what that is, because I genuinely want to know. Well, as they explore inside the ruins, she finally arrives at Snowden, and it's empty. This analog series seems to cut off the common enemies and characters you see in Snowden. And the scary part is they're not confirmed dead or alive, which makes it a bit horrifying. Where are they? The vagueness and loneliness kind of makes it scarier. The fact that we're ignorant, it adds more fuel to the tension. As Frisk explored deeper into the woods, we see a tall figure looking at us.
That's Papyrus.
It's Papyrus, just observing, staring.
Can we draw white? Finally. Oh, that's Gaster, right?
Bro, is that Gaster? Somehow Frisk escapes Papyrus by maneuvering around the woods, and
Excuse me, Papyrus,
the next
don't...
episode is canon, and it's called The History of Monsterkind, which takes a very interesting turn. Fuck! Yo, bro. Yo. Okay, let's try that again. The next episode, which I think is canon, is called The History of Monsterkind, and it takes a really interesting turn. Instead of the tape being produced by a human organization, it's produced by monsters. It's called Room Film. This is an interesting twist because we never get the perspective of the antagonist in analog horror series, but now that we do, we see their perspective of things. The tape plays the same, just the history of Monsterkind and what the humans did, and the layout of the underground. But the main focus of this episode isn't the history, but the core.
Thanks to the core, it is possible to live in every part of the underground without worrying about anything. The core electricity through the entire underground, making the lives of our clients easier. Without the creation, monsters wouldn't have evolved without knowledge, and that's bad without things like magic and technology.
The main message of this tape is to bring hope to the monsters, and it just documents the history of the development. They hope that they can basically be freed from the underground.
May the Lord save us.
Bro, why is it? No, that I almost drew a star. What the
May
heck?
the Lord save us and rise again, which I think is referring to Asgore as the Lord, but maybe I'm wrong. The core at the end,
why the
which is the start of Monsterkind's downfall. I wonder what AU also made the core shutting down the main plot point of the story. Anyways, the next episode is titled Decay of Civilization, and this episode it's dark. The tape begins as usual, made by Room Films, and this one actually has a narrator.
Wait. Guys, this is hard drive. This is a word. You don't understand it. Okay. I know what I might do. This may the word is
interesting that they believe in the Lord, which I
because
guess they
me.
mean God, but I never imagined
They want to
don't really believe in any form of like divine entity. So other than that, the tape goes on to show
my
the
OC name.
explosion.
This is it. Wait, wrong one. Wait. That's name is Spicy. How about Icy?
As we saw the flames of the aftermath, there's a paragraph that seems to be a statement from maybe one of the scientists.
Wait, the spicy one.
Water from the waterfall. Since the region has enough water to put out the
at least
fire
that
2
was
times
wrong.
larger than the one we're dealing with. Heck, the whole underground should be helping us put the fire out. But no, the king doesn't let us get water from the waterfall since it will waste the water supplies of the neighborhood region. And that this fire isn't much of a threat as the Hotlanders describe it. Does he even know what's happening here? The whole Hotland burned into one massive bonfire. Everything is burning. Even the waterfall and the cities near the old capital are on fire. But this bastard is hiding in his palace and doesn't see what's going on. He probably doesn't even know that soon this whole disaster will affect every living soul in here very soon. This writing is crazy. In the original game of Undertale, Asgore is portrayed by Toriel as a coward, as a man who neglects the kingdom and his people. For example, he didn't free the monsters with one human soul, but instead he had to basically gather 7. But then again, he probably would have got like beaten up by the humans. So the point is though, this analog series accurately captures the character trait of Asgore and how he doesn't want to face the harsh truth and act as a king. In a sense, Asgore is a coward, and this analog horror really pushes the dialogue between Toriel and Asgore, and it's kind of how I actually expected them to actually talk about the situation.
Tori, are you okay? No, I'm not. For the past 2 weeks, I've been trying to come up with any ideas on how to fix the situation. Yet no good ideas come up in my head. Well, Tori, you shouldn't stress out that much. You need to rest.
That's not me, that's my watcher, I think.
Asgore,
Yeah, I think that's my watch.
The core is gone. It exploded, and 2/3 of the territory of Hogwarts is from shockwave of
What the heck was that?
That's not it. The whole underground suffered from the migration crisis. The civilians from Hogwarts are running to the waterfall or the capital. There are dozens of monsters stuck on the border of the capital because there are just too much of them coming. There have been also high numbers of clashes between the civilians and the guards. Oh, and how could I forget? Since the core is gone, magic is now dangerously limited. Without the core, we can't generate food or magic. We can't have electricity or filtration of the air.
This is interesting because Boruto, a very famous AU, also used the core exploding as the main plot point for the monster's downfall. The core is their source of life, and if they're ripped from that, then the whole underground is essentially fucked, and that's what Mount Ember is basically trying to get at. Toriel later then yells at Asgore for not coming up with the solution, and Toriel in the series basically is done right. She's clearly very empathetic, and it's very accurate to the original source material. And if this canonically happened, I kinda expect her to act the same way she's acting in the series. Asgore says that he's trying to evacuate the civilians in Hotland, but Toriel just still gets on his ass.
Do you really not understand the whole situation? Are you really that ignorant and naive? What about the electricity? Without it, you can't make anything nowadays. There have been reports of monsters suffering from famine in the most distant parts of the
Was it a monster? This is not the monster. Even that's the monster.
The loss of electricity. They are starving. The monsters are starving. And I am trying to come up with any idea on how to fix all of this. Which is weird, since you are the ruler of the underground. You should be the one thinking about how to fix that. I ordered to organize the refugee camps, also the evacuation centers in Hotland so that there will be less injured civilians. Did you think about the core? Did you think about how to bring the electricity back? Did you think about how to save your people from starvation? I did, but What do you mean, what? You didn't think of that? Look at me! I've been eating as little as possible so that Kara and Azrael could eat more. And you didn't think of how to make something so that everyone could eat as much as they want. You don't give a shit about your own people. That's not true. Nothing serious, dear. Go back to sleep now.
Anyways, as Asgore continues to make empty promises, we see what happens 2 weeks after the explosion. Metaton, as the news broadcaster, tells us that the fire is caused by the explosion and it's getting closer
Just
to the
gonna
borders
go
of
with
the
the
water
green.
The casualties have grew from 100
What the heck?
to 2,000 across the underground. Considering what's happening right now in the underground,
Just gonna throw kind of out.
Unfortunately, the worst case scenario is that
The casualties went from 100 to 10,000 across the entire underground, which shows that the situation kind of needs immediate action, which we find out that Asgore did follow. Metaton says that they might even go back to the Stone Age if nothing is done. The next part of this tape is strictly for the royal family.
Is that the final episode or what?
After a long time of suffering, when we thought it couldn't get worse, another tragedy happened in the royal family. Kara Dreamer, human that was adopted by the royal family, got terribly sick by flu. A week later,
Then what?
Kara Dreamer passed away from the virus that was too strong for Shari's already weakened organism. The king and queen are mourning the
Am I
loss.
caring about Kara? No.
Underneath the golden flowers with the view to the sky, in royal family's private garden.
Dun, dun, dun,
These
dun.
flowers were deeply loved by Kara.
Oh,
She can
fucking.
finally rest in peace right underneath her favorite flowers. Fly high, Kara Dreamer.
Wait, guys, sorry. I cannot throw it or what it. Dun, 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 dun,
Something about this
dun,
part of the
dun,
video
dun.
is really unsettling, and I can't put my finger on
And
it.
you
Why
won't
did it
see
bring a
it,
sense of uncomfort
but
to me?
later.
We now get to see what happens 1 month later.
Bars are
We
weak,
see
but
Toriel completely unrecognizable due to the starvation, and a text appears saying everything's getting worse. The whole underground is suffering from epidemics and famine.
okay. Oh
I lost my
no.
child.
They said, why is there a soul?
I'm starving. I want to eat.
They want the throw the weapons. Wait, guys.
I want to eat.
Wait, guys, I
Asgore
cannot
then
see
came back
it.
home and calls for Toriel, but there's no response.
I was talking with Dr. Allison since I fixed the quarter earlier than
Sorry, guys, but I cannot draw. Hello. Why can I not?
And then this is where
Don't-
shit hits the fan.
Oh, Tori, here you are. Did you hear what I told you?
Never mind. This disturb me.